how can I greet you? And I greet you very good. Late night. அப்படிதான் சொல்ல முடியும். It is going to start 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Okay. Have a good day. Today I'm going to discuss about the friends where the mind is without fear from Gitanjali song number 35, song number 35 written by Rabindranath Tagore. Gitanjali, for writing that collection of poems, and he was given Nobel Prize in the year of 1913. 1913, that is, the Gitanjali is nothing but, according to my perceptions, I used to say, Gitanjali is that essence of Bible, Bhagavad Gita and Quran. Rabindranath Tagore studied these three holy books and also Vedas, Rig Veda, and many other ancient religion book also. That is why that is accepted by all the world people. Geetanjali means what? The song dedicated to the God. How many songs he dedicate? The God means 103. 103 songs he has written about that God, the Supreme God, and he was that only person ridiculed by his family members because he chosen that literature field, writing poetry, but all his family members chosen that professional period like doctors, engineers, and many more persons. We know not who is his father and mother and brother and any other persons. Okay, very good. என்னது தமிழ் செல்வன் sleep has sir. Yes, he is sleeping, but I cannot sleep now because I did not get that sense of feelings because some kind of thirst to render some kind of informations to the society. That's why after 1 hour I will go to bed to take rest during the night times. You know very well Rabindranath Tagore is a very well-known the poetess in this world. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali writer, poet, playwright, philosopher, and social reformers and painter. And he possessed out of 64 life skills. He possessed how many? As a writer, poet, playwright, philosopher, social reformer, and painter. How many more? Nearly he possessed that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and skills he possessed. He was born on that 7th May 1861 at Kolkata, and he is reshaped the Bengali literature and music as well as in Indian art and contextuals. The modernism is late 19th and early 20th century. He was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature in the year of 1913. 1913 for his collection of work Geetanjali, 103 songs, and he used to wrote the lyrics to praise that God and invisible God, the supreme God, God of that all religions, and we know one and see that living God in this and world from here. And Geetanjali and Gare Bayres. And the notable work, Geetanjali is a famous work. Geetanjali stands for Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore stands for Geetanjali. Yes. and also national anthem, also national anthem of Sri Lanka and Bangladesh and India. He has written good night, miss you as what what no problem, thank God be with you, may God bless you. And Gareth Barris, Gora, Janaganamana, Rabindranath, Rabindra Sangit, Amar Shonar, Bengal. He breathed his last on that 7th August 1941. 19, we got independence in 1947. Yeah, 47. Before 6 years and back, he died. He born and brought up. He born in British India. He died in British India. But he wrote national anthem for that free India. Free India, that is independent India, sovereign India. Shut up, boy, shut up. No problems, man. You don't have rights to make me shut up because I am not using your mobile to spread anything. Thank you, friends. Anyhow. And he breathed his last at 7th August 1948. Kolkata, West Bengal and India. In Kolkata only, Subhash Chandra Bose is also born and brought up in Kolkata. Swami Vivekananda is also born and brought up in Kolkata. And Mother Teresa also started her the charity missions. Nirmal Hirdaya is also in Kolkata, the Kali temple. The Kolkata is that very good, nice. The place contributed a lot of, and the persons, the disciplined persons contributed a lot of things for Indian development. Indian Billary 93. Shut up, boy. When after 12 o'clock, I will shut up. I will fulfill your order only after 12 o'clock. Thank you, Billary. 93. Billary 93. I am Honey Badger 1971. Honey Badger. You know Honey Badger, what it means? Honey Badger means the most courageous animal of that rattle family, that is called. This small animal can fight with 6 lions at the same time. 6 lions at the same time, and also he fought with 10 hyenas. Hyenas is the most dangerous animal than that lion, than that panther. Its fight end up with the death of its prey or and itself, unless the fight will not conclude. So I will shut up my mouth. I hold my tongue after 12 o'clock. It is going to strike 11, I think so. Is yes. After that, I will fulfill your things. Okay. So no problem. And Kolkata. And about this poem, where the mind is without fear. If you are a honest person, if you are a righteous person, if you are a courageous person, you are God is with you, you are with your parents, if you are inside your house, your mind will your mind is without fear. Where the mind is without fear. When we are in our domain, we lead that fearless life, and without fear, fearless, courageous, and bold life. I don't understand what you talking about Kolkata. Kolkata was that capital of India during the British time. Capital. Kolkata is nowadays considered as Calcutta. Yes, and that chief minister is Mamata Banerjee. After the communist gentleman and Jyoti Basu. After that, and she ruled that state, very country. Kolkata is described as a former Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, as the nightmare city. Nightmare city. And because very dangerous, because all the people refugees of Pakistan during the partition time had come and settled in the Calcutta and government land or in the roadside, and many more and common places. Okay, and very good, nice, thanks. Even that Jigardanda, Doot, the Howrah Bridge, and everything very famous. And I had gone to many and big cities of India, but I did not go to Calcutta. And I have some plan to go there to see such a beautiful place where that many greatest leader was born and brought up and lived for this Indian development, many more things. Yes, these are the things I am speaking regarding for this. Where the mind is without fear is a noble and thought-provoking poem, noble and thought-provoking poem of Rabindranath Tagore's. It is one of the best poem in the anthology called Kidanjali. Anthology, yeah, anthology means what? Collection of poem, collection of poem. How many collections? One or two, three collections. One or two, three collection. 103 poems. Kidanjali consists that many numbers. It is written in that form of prayer to God. What is prayer? Prayer. 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 Prayer means the animal hunting, the fellow animals, the wild animals hunting the domestic animals to eat those things. Yes. But here it is prayer. Prayer means nothing but it is speaking with God is known as that prayer. That's all. How I am speaking with you through this mobile, the same manner, some people speak with that God that is known as that prayer. And we have to express all our problem, all our worries, all our expectation and needs and everything. So God will, after listening, if we are the sincere person, honest person, lovable persons to that God means God will help us. And what we ask at God, that will be given to us. And if we follow His command, that is most important. Follow His words. Thank you, friends. And he asked for 11 and written in that form of prayers to God. He requested God to awake his the fellow man from that chains of slavery, because in this where the mind is without fear, is the poem inspired the Indians to get up from that slavery. Indians are slavery for that more than 1,000 years. We were a slave to that Muslim rulers for 800 years, Portuguese for that 400 years, and British for 200 years. Now Indians for and 78 years we were lived as a slave. We lived as a slave for this. So this poem will make awake that people, those who are the fellow men of that chains of that slavery, and the happier future to the mankind. We have to awake to build the and happier life, to enjoy the life dignities and honor. We must awake, enjoy the life of dignity and honor means we should not be a slave to anyone. We should not compromise with anyone. We should lead that fearless life. We should lead that honest life, virtuous life. That is the most important things. He aspired for heaven of freedom. Heaven of freedom. How that heaven? The happier future for mankind. In this poem, where the mind is without fear, awake the human beings to build the heaven, to get that heaven of freedom. Only the freedom, not from British, not from Portuguese, not from French, France, not from Britain, or not from Afghanistan and other Muslim rulers, Muslim rulers. And it is the heaven from the clutches of the Satan. And said, heaven of freedom, heaven of freedom, and also happier future for mankind, happier future for the mankind. And he feels that caste, greed, language, region should not divide the people. So, by basic on the caste, we are all divided. We are all divided. Thank you, friends. So what you have written in Hindi, I can't understand. But anyhow, you have written something, and may God bless you. May God bless you, whatever it may be, regarding for this. Yes, and he feels that caste. The even that in Tamil Nadu, so many thousand, 3,000 caste peoples. The people are divided into several SC, BC, MBC, OC, FC, even that each and every SC in more than 100 categories, and even that SCA having that 75 categories, and BC means 270 categories. The peoples are divided because divide and rule policies and greed, and his greed deed word should be same to lead that fearless life, courageous life. Greed in thinking, our word, as it should be what we are thinking, we have to speak, and what we are speaking, we have to practice and implement in our life. அதான் காந்திஜி என்ன சொல்றாரு, வாட் ஐ திங்க், what I think, I practiced. What I practiced, I preached to that people. But what I am reading, I am preaching to that. I am giving audio to that, the phrases, anything. Language regions should not divide that people. Divide the people. Even that reunion, one actively I have read that. When the time of problem, we are all brothers, no discriminations, no communalisms. When the war will come, when the during the First World War time, Second World War time, independence time, pre-independence struggle times, and we are in difficult situation. We are all brothers, all Indians, no difference for that South India and North India. All were treated as a, when the war come to an end, problem come to an end, but we are you are South Indian, I am North Indian, you are Tamilan, you are, when the Kaveri issues comes, and you are Tamilan, and we are Karnataka, Canadian, like not Canada, that country is Karnataka, Karnataka peoples. When no problem means all are brothers. Yes, the same things happen. அதான் கண்ணதாசனால கூட என்னது, யாரை நம்பி நான் பிறந்தேன் பொங்கடா பொங்க, அதனால this song comes out of that without fear, out of frustration and victory இல்லையா. பனையிலே சொரு இருந்தால் பூனைகளும் சொந்தமடா, வேதனையை பங்கு வச்சா சொந்தம் இல்லை பந்தம் இல்லை. When you are that prosperous person, all are come and keep relationship with you. If you are that feminine person, you are a poor person means, and nobody will come and get a relationship with you. அதுதான் சொல்கிறாங்க லாங்குவேஜ். Tamil and Hindi people, Hindi don't like, Hindi leaders of that Tamil Nadu not accept for that Hindi syllabus in that school level, only for government school level. But in that central government school and a matriculation school, that people are reading Hindi. I know very well about that. Yeah, only for government people, because they need some slave to work in over here. If they know the Hindi, they will go to North India. North Indians had come to work here because distant land enchantment to the view. இக்கரைக்கு அக்கறை பச்சை. அங்கேருந்து நார்த் இந்தியாக்காரங்களாம் தமிழ்நாடு பார்த்தா ஒரு ஃபாரின் கண்ட்ரி மாதிரி, இங்கே நிறைய ஜாப் கிடைக்குது, நிறைய so many திங்ஸ் இருக்குதுன்னு நினச்சிக்கிறாங்க. நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு பீப்புள்ஸ் அங்கே நினச்சிட்டு அங்கே போகிறாங்க. The working peoples of that Tamil Nadu peoples go and settle in North India. You know that Dharavi and in most of that Maharashtra state, Delhi, Gujarat, தமிழ்காரங்களும் மலையாளியும் இல்லாத இடமே கிடையாது. அங்கே போனோம்னா அங்கே 2 பேர் இருப்பான். And wherever Tamil people used to go there, they work with the soil. கொஞ்ச நாள் 10 வருஷம் 20 வருஷம் இருந்துட்டு அது என்னுடைய நாடு, we want that separate country கிளைம் பண்ணுவான். எங்கே போனாலும் அந்த மலையாளி பீப்புள் யூஸ் டு கண்ட்ரன் த பேக்கரி, டீ, சாயா, பன். After selling, getting money, so they return to their state. Regarding in that places over there, language issues. India, one day, even Sakayam used to that. At the time of personal interview, and boldly the honest IAS officer Sakayam in the last preliminary எல்லாம் பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டாரு ரிட்டன் எக்ஸாம் எல்லாமே முடிஞ்சாச்சு பர்சனல் இன்டர்வியூஸ் அண்ட் அது அந்த இன்டர்வியூஸில் நடக்கும்போது ஒன் ஆஃப் த இன்டர்வியூவர் ஆஸ்க்ட் அட் தட் அண்ட் தமிழ் பீப்புள் ஆர் அப்போசிங் ஹிந்தி லாங்குவேஜ் and you are not ready to accept Hindi as that Indian language, national language. Then which language you are suggest us to make our national language to us? According to my perception, Tamil is that national language because it has all the qualities, and also this language is used in many places in many countries like Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, and Canada, France, and many more country and London, and people are speaking this language. Why not my mother tongue Tamil might be that and Indian national language, official language பண்ணலாம்னு சொன்னார். But anyhow, that man, unbiased person and communal persons had given the job opportunities and also resigned. What he is doing, no, not about that. He repeatedly asked the God, free India language, regions should not divide the people, but all the people, because union is strength. Diversity is a sin, that is a curse and weakness. Union is strength. Even that people get angry for that. Union government, it is a great word, noble word. Union, unity in diversity, unity in diversities. அதில் யூனியன் எப்படி சொல்லலாம், இந்தியா கவர்மெண்ட் சொல்லலாம், அப்புறம் பாரத் கவர்மெண்ட்டுன்னு ஏதோ மாற்றுறாங்களே, பேர் மாற்றுறது முக்கியம் கிடையாது. பட் த ப்ரோட்டோகால் ஷுட் பி சேஞ்சுடு, மைண்ட் செட் ஆஃப் த ரூலர் ஷுட் பி சேஞ்சுடு. The people of the ruling powerful people and mindset should be changed to promote the Indian prosperity, India prosperity, not that Indian property. India try to become all the peoples working dedicatedly, sincerely to develop our countries. We are giving all the prosperity taken by that some of the antisocial elements from India to some other countries. What we can do? Then I have how only regarding for this, yes. And he repeatedly asked God to lead his countrymen to attain the spiritual freedom and perfection. All the people should get the spiritual freedom and that perfection, that is important. In India is a secular country, they can embrace any kind of religions. Caste cannot be changed. But if you have money, no cost. Money, yeah. If you don't have money, you will get all the discriminations released upon you. That is the religious freedom. When that even when the Muslim rulers had come, some Indians are become the Muslim. Muslims of the India is not that Muslims. They are Indians. The Christian of that India is not the and Christians, but they are Indians. And Hindus of that India is not that Hindus, they are that Indians. Rather than that Christian, Muslims and India Hindus, we should be as all are as humanitarians, and the Indian is more important than that Christian is Muslims and Hindu or anything for this. That is the most important things. Perfections. Main theme of the poem is about true freedom. Even Gandhiji and fought for our independence of 15th August 1947. But Nehru delivered that speech, triest with what? Freedom, triest with and destiny. Used to for regarding for delivered the speech on that 14th August 1947, the night before independence. He delivered that some of the speeches for this eminent parliamentarians. Parliamentarians delivered the lecture regarding for that, and in that things also he mentioned for this. We have to honor the all the people, those who are unhonored by even that fighting for this and a great success and freedom till end of their life, or many things for this. We have to render the dedicated service for this Indian development. We have to provide establish that egalitarian societies. We have to provide confer all the needs of the and people is most important. Abhinay deliver lot of things. The theme of the Gandhiji did not celebrate 15th August, but he used to say and gave that explanation. My freedom is not this freedom. When that a girl wear that jewels in her body, walk alone in that street, and safely return to her house or go to some other places, that is that real independence. இன்னைக்கு யாராவது நகையை போட்டுக்கிட்டு 10 மணிக்கு மேலே தனியாக போக முடியுமா, இல்லை பகலில் தான் போக முடியுமா? அது இதெல்லாம் முடியாது. தட் இஸ் நாட் இண்டிபெண்டன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு. ஸோ he did not celebrate that, participated in the celebration of that 15th August 1947, but the rest of the rulers celebrated because, and he tried to get that united Indian independence, and he don't like to make that partition and also divide that Pakistan from India. He want that united, but was strongly denied by Jinnah. Jinnah is, and also Jawaharlal Nehru did not ready to give up his position of prime minister to Jinnah. For this making two prime ministers, and British government divide that one part of India, Pakistan. Pakistan is not bigger than that Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh thoda oru periya area கிடையாது regarding in that place, smaller than. But anyhow, they are always fighting with us regarding for this. Yeah. The main theme of this poem is about the true freedom. What is that true freedom? And we should not give more importance to the communalism. We should give equal importance to that all the people. And we have to develop our country into the superpower, as per that saying of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's and our president, former president of India, the scientist and humanitarian, very good, nice teacher. According to the poet, true freedom is an inner possession of man, and it can be realized only with God help. The true freedom is inner consciousness. Freedom is an inner possession of a man. It is not that outside inner possession of a man. It can be realized only with God help. God help. Whether we are that free man or bonded man or that slave, it relates with that and based upon that heart or positions, inner feelings, that is important. The poet wishes for that spiritual upliftment of the people under that divine guidance. The poet wishes for that spiritual upliftment. All the peoples must give more importance for that spiritual upliftment, and rather than that material upliftment or economic upliftment or population upliftment. Spiritual upliftment, because he is saint, and of these people under the divine guidance. How that Jesus was guided by that his father, the Kartar, and that real God, the same manner all the people must guide by that God. And divine guidance, guidance is more important. He wants his peoples to live independently. For water, Tamil Nadu relates with Karnataka, Andhra, Kerala. It should not reliance with any other country for anything. That is that real freedom. Because how much water, surplus water released from the Karnataka, Andhra and Kerala go and mixed into that or get into the ocean. Why we cannot save that water in that inland, in that area like Karur, Tirupur, Erode? இங்கெல்லாம் போய் பார்த்தா எல்லாம் வனாந்தரமாக கிடக்குது. எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் ஸ்பின்னிங் மில்ஸ் அண்ட் so many things. No agriculture active because no water and many more things in that place. We have to and lead that independent life. It is independency is only possible by the religious power. Religious independently, fearlessly. People should not get fear. And with the people must speak the truth. All the people. But all are, we know very well about that. Gandhiji is the gift to the world ஒரு டாபிக் இருக்குது இல்லையா? All the Gandhian is not the Gandhians. They are not real Gandhians. They are merely Gandhians for political advantages. Political advantages to get the favoritisms. They keep that name and Gandhi as well as that Dr. Ambedkar and so many things. Must speak that truth. All are not that real follower of Ambedkar. All are not that real follower of the Mahatma Gandhi. All are not real follower of that Subhash Chandra Bose. All are not real follower of that any religions. What religions used to say? Any god or any religions and return they don't allow the peoples to get into the and world. Modi ji, நீங்கள் யாரு? Narendra Modi. I am a Indian. I am a Bharat. I am one of the son of this soil, man. நரேந்திர மோடிஜி. மோடி யார்? அவர் பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரா? வணக்கம் சார். வணக்கம் வணக்கம். அண்ட் குட் ஈவினிங் சார். ஐ ஆம் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஃபார் திஸ் இல்லையா இண்டியஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்பீக் இன் தட் ட்ரூத். தே ஷுட் நாட் பி டிவைடட் பை த காஸ்ட். ஒரு ஒரு வில்லேஜ் எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா தட் வில்லேஜ் இஸ் டிவைடட் வித் மெனி காஸ்ட். அண்ட் எவ்ரி ஸ்டேட் தேர் இஸ் ஒன் காஸ்ட். upper caste, lower caste, middle, and casteless and people. Christian, ninga. I am that Indian man. Even Mahatma Gandhi used to say, I am an Indian. I am a Christian. I am a Muslim. I am an Hindu. I am most Christian than I am more Christian than the most Christians. Even Gandhiji used to say, whether it is Christian or Muslim or that Hindu doesn't, or Punjabi doesn't matter, or Buddhist matter. Try to be as a human. That is most important. You must and love all the people. Even Mahatma Gandhi used to say, there is only one religion in this world. That religion is truth. சும்மா என்னது? யோ சும்மா இந்தியன் இல்லை. என்ன பண்ணுறான்? கிறிஸ்டியன். வாட்? yes I am a Christian. What are you going to do all these things? I am a Hindu. I am a Muslim. I am a Buddhist. But I am a human than any other and things from here. That is most. The peoples must. I love Jesus. I love very much Jesus because I am speaking with you because of that Jesus. He had come and by his power I am getting that regain that life which is lost in the year of 1999. It is unmai. It is the no God or images come and met me in that small southern hut to save my life. Only none other than that and Jesus Christ only save my life. Save my life, give me family and son and daughters, and also give this knowledge to speak with you. That is the most important things. I boldly I can say these things with anybody and any place. Thank you, friends. Truth. They should not be divided by the caste. Even the human beings should not be divided by the divided by. I am not going to read. Please listen and also give. Thank you so much. India tricolor. Okay, and I should not be divided by the caste. And they should, Indians should not be divided by the caste and greed and the language. சாதியால் பிரிக்கக்கூடாது, மொழியால் பிரிக்கக்கூடாது, சிந்தனையால் பிரிக்கக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஆனால் கம்யூனிட்டி சர்டிஃபிகேட் கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே நீ என்ன சாதி, Or you belongs to which caste? You belongs to which religion? He belongs to which country? Why you are asking all those things for this? Who is minority in India? They are majority in the world. Who is majority in India? They are minority in the world. Why you are asking about that? Are you Christian? Are you Hindu? Are you Muslim? But try to be as a real human beings to render service to for the upliftment of that Indians and our country is more important. Dedicated service. இப்போ என்னது 11:30. I am speaking for you regarding for this. The poet prayed to God to bless his people and to live the heaven of freedom. What is that freedom in heaven? Anytime you can get into the heaven, you can come out in the, there is some restriction is there as per this Hindu philosophy. And the heaven was restricted by God by the and Indran is that god of heaven, and he appointed many people. Without knowledge of that Indran, we can't get into the heaven. Without his knowledge, we can't come out from that area. And in that case, heaven of freedom சொல்றாரு. What is that heaven of freedom? Or hell freedom? No freedoms. Because even that hell is that jail. Yeah, wherever the God made that jail or prison to confine all that intermitable people and dangerous people in that place. From that hell, we cannot come out from that place. The God of who is that supreme authorities of the hell is Lucifer. The supreme authorities of the earth is God. Yeah. God is that omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscience, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. God can do anything. God can know everything. God can courage and faith to sustain the social justice. Yes, this is that live with courage and faith to sustain the social justice and without bias or that communalism on the basis of the caste, greed and language. Be where the mind is without fear. That is the things I keep these words. Live with courage and faith to sustain the social justice based upon the talent, based upon the merits, based upon the honest and virtuous deed. That is why I have keep these words as that protocol and motto of our channel. And that is a friend. Thank you. நரேந்திர மோடிஜி மோடி என்று சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. வெரி குட், நைஸ் and wonderfuls regarding in that places. Okay, prayer blessing his people to live that freedom of there is any freedom in that heaven we know not. My dear friends, regarding with this, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. If you are that the where knowledge is free, where the knowledge is free, there our mind is without fear. And there our head is held high. If you are that if you have that knowledgeful, if you are a knowledgeable person, you will not get fear with unnecessary fear. You can't get your head and is held high. Your head held high. Where the world has not been broken up into the fragments by the narrow domestic walls, where the world has not been broken up into the fragment by the narrow domestic walls. India, one country border, Vaga, LA, between the Pakistan, between the China, some of the border is there. Where the world has not been broken up into the fragment by the narrow domestic wall, just like China big wall, yeah, China பெருஞ்சுவரா அது மாதிரி வால் இல்லாமல் பவுண்டரி இல்லாமல் வேர் தட் இப்போ இல்லையா வாட் இஸ் தட் குலாபலைசேஷன் but based upon this science and technology make into that whole country as a village, yes, and immediately we can and within hour we can go anywhere. Within a minute I can speak from here to anybody like this. Yes, where the world has not been broken up into the fragment and small small pieces. India is one small piece, and Sri Lanka is one smallest piece. Pakistan is one smallest piece, and also this China is that one big piece, and America, Russia, Britain, Canada, likewise, and more than 165 countries are in this world. Please check it out. 165 or how many countries are that member of United Nations organizations? That is the most important. Yes, and the where the words come out from the depth of the truth, where the words come out of the depth of truth, who is speaking and speaking the truth, and their mind is without fear, their head is held high, they will where the knowledge is free, where the knowledge is free. But how much amount collected got from that? Even first standard student is also running school people for fee, getting fees for first standard 60,000. College student is also getting 60,000. After college education, after either it is arts college student 3 years, and or engineering professional student or MBBS, they will go for the job. After first standard they will go to work. First standard they will go to the second standard, third and fourth, fifth, sixth, 12th, and degree and post graduation, and many other such programs like master of philosophy or doctor of philosophy. After that they will get some kind of job based upon that certificate course. Yeah, இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்க எங்கே ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்குது? How much amount they are getting money, and where the which countries are providing free education? Yes, no one. Where the knowledge is free, and where the knowledge has not been, where the world has not been broken up into the fragment. Within India, I can go anywhere. I can go to Karnataka, I can go to Andhra, I can go to Jammu and Kashmir nowadays. In those days, not possible. I can go to the Kolkata or that Kerala and Arunachal Pradesh or any place we can go within this frontier. Frontier, we can lead that without any fear in our heart, because I'm also Indian. But we must possess that Aadhaar card. We must possess not read ration card is only applicable to the concerned state. Nowadays that is also become one ration card, one election, one country, and one religion. அப்படின்னு எல்லாத்தையும் ஒன்றா ஆக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கூட அவர் கவர்மெண்ட் இஸ் put forth some of the scheme under the leadership of the Honorable and the Prime Minister of India and Dr. Narendra Modi ji. Yes, where the words come out from the depth of truth, their mind is without fear. Where the tireless striving stretches its arms towards the perfection, who is making that one work and with a great perfection and exact as a masterpiece, like a pot maker. The pot maker did not get satisfaction by making that vessel of pot or that small vessel big one, and he will smash again and again and also make that new things, and whether it is a pot or that whatever it may be. Yes, and where that and tireless striving without. I am also got failed in all classes, like I failed English in 6th standard and 10th standard and higher secondary. But anyhow, I make my attempt to again and again to complete the language which is try to wasted my noble precious time with that same language I am living since 2001. 2001 இந்த லாங்குவேஜ் தான் வந்து my most of the fruitful times were spoiled with this language. Now of this all the time is live by this. Yes, who are you telling all this? No one is listening to you, man. No problem if you listen it or not, and they will with the hope I am speaking all those things. But you are listening, that is enough. As per this Malala statement, Malala You suffer, and the girl, one who received that Nobel Prize by the age of 17. 17, that girl used to say, one pen, one book, and one person can change the world, not all the people. We want book, we want pen, we don't want a rifle, we don't want that revolver. And she is fighting for, she fights for that women educations, women education. The only one person change the world. Who make that and take that Indian names into the great position? Only one Dr. Abdul Kalam, and only one Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and only Mahatma Gandhi is fighting. Only INI, Indian National Army, is also established by Subhash Chandra Bose, but not all the people. And even in Tamil, people used to say, பன்மக்கள் பேறு பெற்றால் பட்டியல் நீளமாகும், சில நன்மக்கள் பேறு பெற்றால் நாட்டுக்கே பெருமை சேரும், என் மக்கள் இவர்கள் நாங்கள் இவர்களை பெற்றதால் உன்னதம் அடைந்தோம் என்று உரைப்பது சாலச் சிறந்ததாகவும் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. We should not consider for this பன்மக்கள், mankind. We have to give importance for that and man, not that mankind. Mankind பற்றி we should not think. பன்மக்கள் இப்போ 200 கோடி இல்லையா இந்தியன் பாப்புலேஷன் எவ்வளோ, how much, and we have surpassed, crossed and defeat the சைனாவை டிஃபீட் பண்ணியாச்சு. We are that number one populated state in that world. We are supplying human power and to all the developed countries. Even Bernard Shaw used to say, what he said, he was a bold person, courageous person. He was standing against that kings and queens. அவங்க கூட பண்ணியிருக்காரு இல்லையா. அவனு சொல்கிறாரு கிரிக்கெட், த கேம் ஆஃப் பெர்னாட் ஷா வந்து என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கிறாரு, நோ டவுட் கிரிக்கெட் இஸ் தட் அண்ட் த கிங் ஆஃப் ஆல் கேம்ஸ், இட் இஸ் ஃபார் கேம்ஸ். அப்படியே அடுத்த ரவுண்டில் என்ன வைக்கிறாரு, 11 fools are playing and 11,000 fools are watching. அப்படி 11,000 இப்போ இன்னைக்கு 11 crores people and watchings regarding in that place. ஒரு courageous, bold, and how these words comes out from his mind, because of that his mind is fearless. He is telling that and fact, truth from depth of his heart. That is where that tireless striving stretches. It is armed towards that perfection is most important. One violin concert was happened in that one seminar hall, violin concert, and one young man and perform his learned art before that billionaires, millionaires, richest person, national leaders, and all the people. And he make that one tune, but all the people stood up and clapped and also whistled and praised for that music. That after some time that boy is play that same tune again, but all the people surprised, and that boy did not satisfy about that again. And all the people and the third time he praised, but all the billionaires and richest person, national leaders did not stood up and praise him, but the old and and worn out cloth man, a poor man, and stood up and praised him. That boy felt the immense pleasure and unmeasurable happiness because the praising of the, and so that all the gatherings and audience find fault with that boy. We are the most richest person, we spent time with you, we praised you, you did not get any satisfaction for our praising. And they all contempt for this. That boy give that humble answer to all the person, you are all praising and appreciating me and express your congratulations and honor at me because you don't know anything about music, but he is my master. If I and satisfy him only, I am making that perfections. That his pricing, teacher pricing is more important than that pricing of any other people. Likewise, and the perfection is more important. If you do that same thing again and again and again and again repeatedly, you can make that perfection in that field. Because rolling stone gather no mass, the same manner as you should not switch over in the field till end of your life. Because jack of trade, jack of all trade, master of none. பலமரம் கண்ட தச்சன் ஒரு மரமும் வெட்டான் அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லியிருக்கு இல்லையா? அதனால் ஒரே ஃபீல்டில் இருந்தால் தான் and we can become that stalwart in that field. It's just like Ilayaraja. From his childhood day onwards, he only used to sit with that harmonium and seven notes, sarigama padanisa. Yeah, and also later he became that maestro of symphony. Yeah, and the part now he became that MLCMB. Whether he is living or not, and we cannot listen his words from the Rajya Sabha or any other places. What purpose he became the and Rajya Sabha MP, MLC MP ஆனார்னு தெரியல. What about he is speaking and whether he is in that field or not regarding with this? Yes, and where the tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert, the sand of dead habit. If you learn that art of silambam or karate, kung fu, any martial art, if you possess that weapon in your heart, your mind is without fear. If you don't learn anything means and you get fear with all the things is more important. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost. Clear reason is more important. If one fellow is telling anything means one fellow speak in Hindi. ओमेक्स चौत्रीस हिंदी मेरे को मालूम नहीं, थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं हिंदी आपको समझ भी नहीं आता है, आता है okay. And the reason one person is telling the any information means you have to ask the reason, that is most important. उसको and पूछना चाहिए क्यों क्यों मिल सकते हैं, क्यों हम करे करो ठीक है मालूम नहीं मेरे को हिंदी नहीं आता है. And the stream has not its way into the dreary desert, the sand of dead habits. Stand of dead habits. What is that dead habits? Then the killing of each others. And art of and the self-defense art. And it means if you are a master means you will not get fear with anyone. You can lead your mind, lead that fearless life in that place. Where the mind is lead and forward by thee into the ever widening thought and actions. Where your mind is lead forward, where the mind is take forward into that ever widening enlargement, broad mind, thought and actions, thought and action. Your mind can lead the mind without fear, you can lead life into the heaven of freedom. My father, let my country awake, where the mind is, where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high, where the knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by no domestic walls, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost and it is way into the dreary desert, the sand of dead habits, where the mind is led forward by thee into the ever widening thought and action, into the heaven of freedom. My fathers led my country away. And because the country is sleeping till now, yes, A fan from MGR College. Mari Muthu. Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you from fan. I am not a hero. I am not such a and start personal. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Kya? Om kya means क्या मेरे को मालूम नहीं प्लीज like what is that where the reason has not lost. If anybody is assigned any job, you have to ask the reason as per the Socrates ஏன் எதற்கு எப்படி ஏன் why எதற்கு and how far and எப்படி how you have to raise the questions. That's why he was given a hemlock, and also he killed by the king and other peoples, those who are afraid for that knowledgeable people. Yes, where the mind is lead forward, for mind should be lead us into the forward. Is not backward, not get backward. That is the most important. We should not we go forward. But NDA government and many people say getting backward only. They try to implement that and the past habit, past policies, past protocols. Once again into this, how it is applicable unless be ready to meet the great and calamities over there. Apocalyptics will happen regarding that place. We have to go for advancement, modern things, forward. We should not look at that backward. That is most widening thought of actions, but in narrow mind thought and actions happening. That is the most important. Into the heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake for this. Where the mind is without fear is a free independent poem. Before independence, he has written all the things to prepare that. It is also Saraj Naidu poem, Coromandel Fishes. He is also asked, rise, brothers, rise. Get up. This is the time to get up and take the net and go to the take the net have go with your net and take the boat and go into the catamarans and catching off that wealth of the sea. It is the time. It is too late. Get up ன்னு சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா? Likewise, where the mind is without fear is a free independent poem in which the poet sincerely requests God to awaken his people, sincerely, seriously, really ask that people to get up from that chain of slavery. Even that lotus is also and pre-independent poem which was written by Tordet, you know very well. Yes, even that Sita poem is extract is prescribed to the second year student. Yes, and the likewise the Tordet through the lotus poem, lotus, the poem revealed that Indian essence to the world, Indian greatness to this world is very important. You are from, I am from Tamil Nadu. I will give some money. Please stop this knowledgeable person's words. You go and give your money to the beggars. That is important from here. And enjoy that year of freedom. Year of freedom is most important. Regarding who, for money purpose, I am not running this and channel not for sake of money. It is for but my self satisfaction. That is the most important. Yeah. Even Steve Jobs and the Apple, the owner used to say, and stay awake, stay hungry, stay fools. He used to say, you should not and think yourself, myself as a wise man. Myself, I used to think as a stupid. Then only I can get the knowledge and other informations to become the wise man. Okay? Please, sir, and beg you, please stop this. You mute your channel, please go away. You don't have rights to and say me, sir, it is too late. Okay, very good. Marilyn, very good, nice, wonderful. It's too late, but only 10 minutes. And the patience I will complete regarding with this and enjoy the year of freedom. He wants his people to enjoy the life of dignity, and the respect. That is the most important. Indians lived in this world. All the Indians lived in this world more than 1,200 years without dignity. Only after 1947, leading that dignity with full of issues and problem. Yes, and we lived that slave life with Muslim rulers and yeah, Mughlai rule, Mughlai and a kingdom for 800 years, Portuguese for 400 years, British for 200 years, and France for that the same years. We will read that. Sir, what are you reading? And reading is that book only. Okay. And he wishes his people, he wants his people to enjoy the life of dignity. Dignity na another. What is dignity? Please respect, honor. Respect is more important than our life. If we lost our respect, self-respect and dignity, there is no meaning for our life over there. Try to save our life, dignity and honor, respect. You know. He wishes his people to be honest. All the people must, any honest person is living in India. Yeah. Uh, don't, only the asking about that. Don't give importance. Several times I told you. Uh, don't give importance for that temporary food. Give importance for permanent food is more important than the temporary food. Yes, the food which will go through this mouth in the morning will come away into the come out in the another mouth. Asanavai, Bosanavai, like for this. Give importance for the things which entered through your ear, entered through your eyes, developed by your mind, that will permanently dwells with you. Give importance for that permanent and food rather than temporary food is more important. The open minded and free from all superstitious belief, free from all superstitious and belief. Our people have that lot of superstitious and belief in that place. Yes, he wants God to guide his people to attain the perfection in all walks of life. And the guide, God must guide his Indian to lead that and perfection in all walks of life. Whatever, all walks, all kinds of trade, all kinds of people must do their work with great utmost top perfection is important. In perfection based upon their heart is more important. He prays to the God to free his countrymen from manipulation and corruption. Free from that manipulation, play upon by artificial unfair and insidious many more things. Corruption everywhere there is a corruption. Abin Thomas, sir, please listen. Okay. How can I listen from here? I don't know. Please, I am listen. Thank you. Damas, where is your book? Reading book? Reading book is in front of me. I am reading. Yeah, front of me. Not that reading. Who is your book? Where is your book? Where is your book is in front of me? Anything. Okay. The corruption and slavery. People should have freedom of expression and freely. And the Rabindranath Tagore's prayer to God, all the people express their thought and feelings or anything without any restrictions, without hesitation, without worry about anything in that இங்கே சொல்லியிருக்கிறாரு. But you are asked me to stop, please listen, stop. You are greater than the Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, what he said, and pray to God and country from that அதாவது free from that country of manipulation, corruption and slavery. The people should have freedom of expression. Freedom of expressions should be given all those things in that place. Freedom of expressions all people must have. The poet reveals his personal quest for that divine and characteristics. All the people personal quest and quest to and embrace that any religion and pray at any religion, read at any and books, holy books in this world. That is that things characterized by variety of original themes, both in thought and expression. They must get that original thinking, original thought. That is most important. Whole poem expresses the intensity of the feeling of the freedom only. Feeling of the freedom. We must be free from psychology. Not only that physical problem, we must have that psychological problem. Freedom is most important. The poet wants his countrymen to have the spiritual freedom from that tyranny, reckless tyranny, and the reckless people, very merciless people, tyranny, injustice, exploitation, fear, slavery, falsehood, and evil desire. Evil desire. All the peoples must, the Rabindranath Tagore pray to God, awake the people, set free his people, free his Indians. Before Indians, they must be, the poet wants his countrymen, who are your countrymen? And I am that countryman, you are the countryman, all the people, those who are living in India, all are countrymen of this country. Poet wants his countrymen to have that spiritual freedom. Spiritual freedom, another. But any man can born in Hindu parents, or he can change his religion into the Christianity or Muslim or Buddhist or any other religions which is major religions practiced over there. And spiritual freedom from tyranny. Even Ambedkar is also used to say like that. I born as an Hindu, but I will not die as an Hindu. That's why he and changed his religions from Hinduism into the and Buddhism. Buddhist are like this. And spiritual freedom from tyranny. Some of the tyranny nowadays only you have to Ram, say Ram. Christian people were caught by the Hindu, say Ram, say Ram. If there is some group of Christian people got the Hindu, say Allah, say Christian, say Kartar, say Jesus, and likewise, yeah, Hallelujah, say Hallelujah, or something like this. If that Muslim boy is caught by the Hindus, they used to say, where is the religious freedom among that tyranny? Force பண்ணி நீ இதை தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். அவங்கவுங்களுக்கு என்ன பிடிச்சிருக்கோ, வாட் தே ஆர் லவ்ஸ் அண்ட் வாட் தே வாண்ட்ஸ் டு அண்ட் ப்ரே அட் தட் அண்ட் ஹவு தே யூஸ்ட், தே மஸ்ட் கோ அண்ட் எம்ப்ரேஸ் தட். And whatever it may be, according you are the greater most knowledgeable person. Abin Thomas is that most genius than the Rabindranath Tagore, most genius than the many other great scholar of India in this world. Thank you, sir. And injustice பார்க்குறோம், tyranny from that injustice. இப்போ what is happening in Calcutta? One of these girl was brutally and raped and murdered by that some of that inhuman and so inhuman dangerous people there, and their member of that body should be amputated, removed from that bodies, and they have to smash first his thumb of this both hands and toe of this both legs should be smashed, letting him to relieve after cutting that. That is the importance from here. Injustice and exploitation. All the working class people cannot get that basic fundamental things like house, cloth, and shelter, and many more things, and regarding they were exploited. We are sincerely working to promote, develop our country into that superpower, but some of the people take away the wealth from that India to some other foreign countries. ஓடிடுறானுவ, இந்தியாவில் இருக்கிற வர வருமானத்தெல்லாம் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு வெளிநாட்டுக்கு ஓடிடுறானுவ. அப்புறம் எப்படி இந்தியா வில் பிகம்? பட் தே ஆர் சார்ஜிங் அண்ட் கலெக்டிங் தட் லாஸ் அமௌண்ட் ஃப்ரம் த எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் பீப்புள் ஆர் ஓவர் இயர். எஸ், exploitation, fear. They are getting fear with all the things. Oh God, please give courage to my people, my countrymen. And also and slavery, and they must come out from that slavery. That is the most important. And falsehood, evil desire, they should not have that evil desire, and that is the most important in this world to reading. If you follows all these things, our mind is where the mind is without fear. If you stay with God, we will lead that courageous life in this world. If we stay with the Satan, we must lead that fearful life over here. Because the Satan is that, and the person is try to and have the people for that revive. This message is held for that revive. And what is revive? I don't know. Thank you, sir, so much for watching my channels regarding with that. I hope you will follow and give the good counsels to promote this channel. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. 1 hour மேலே பேசிட்டேன்.